Hi, my name is Nick Schuch, lead architect of the Skpr hosting platform. Today I would like to talk to you about a feature that shipped in our last release called real-time logging. Skpr provides a full suite of logging solutions for development teams, starting with our dashboards, which provide a curated experience for reviewing errors, warnings, and cron logging events. If developers wish to dig deeper, then they can work with Insights, a tool for executing queries across large data sets of logs. And finally, developers can utilize our latest feature, Tail, for debugging applications live. We had a very important reason for implementing our tail command. That reason was the debug feedback loop. Dashboards and Insights rely on infrastructure tooling which batch and send logs in intervals, typically every 60 seconds. When debugging an issue live, let's say a form submission, we need to be able to perform that action and then see the result in real time to be able to understand the interactions currently taking place in our applications. We then take that information and start performing more actions until we finally understand the root cause. We want this loop to go fast, just like our applications. Anything less than that is unacceptable. How does it work? Well, Skpr is built on top of Kubernetes, a container-native platform for managing applications. One feature of Kubernetes is its APIs for streaming logging data. Skpr's API coordinates these API calls across multiple instances of your application. So if you have 3 instances of production running at a given time, we will take all those 3 logs and then stream them down to your local environment, your local CLI. We then expose a number of streams that developers can tail using our API and command line tooling. So what can I tail? You can stream every log in our application stack. If you've deployed Drupal, then you can stream Nginx and FPM logs. If you've deployed Node or Go applications, you can stream web and app logs. But not only that, you can also stream daemons. Daemons are a feature that we recently shipped in 0.28. This feature allows developers to deploy long-running background tasks which supplement the primary running application. Examples of this include cache validators, email processes, PDF generation. All the tasks that you generally wouldn't put in the hot path of your application. You want to return a snappy response to whoever's using your application, and then defer bigger, batchier, background CPU intensive tasks to a background daemon that runs off a queue. But all these tasks emit logs, and generally, if somebody submits a form and then it goes through the queue, background tasks performs the application like a cache validation or an email process. Those are generally a couple of seconds behind, and making the our tail command perfect for being able to debug this kind of interaction. So with that in mind, it might actually be time for a demo. So let's switch to our CLI stream. Okay, so locally I have one environment called production. And from there, let's look at the logs, shall we? So I can go logs, tail, prod. Now you can see 2 things. We've picked FPM by default. The platform, we have some defaults in place to make it a bit easier for you, so you can just start tailing production. We've identified the FPM stream as the most important for Drupal because it includes a mixture of some web logs as well as Drupal's application logs. And then you can also see that we've colorized the output of the log as well if it's in JSON format. Now, FPM's not the only thing that you can stream, like I mentioned. So if we go Skpr, logs, list, prod, you can see 3 streams that we can look at. So we've got Nginx, FPM, and our daemon chat aggregator. Let's pick a different stream, shall we? Or we'll tail, prod, Nginx. So now we start following Nginx, and we get the Nginx logs. But let's go back to list for a sec. So we have Nginx, FPM, and our daemon. I want to be able to debug an issue with the daemon So let's get a mixture of our FPM and our daemon logs. Cool. So you can now see we're streaming, well, tailing 2 streams. Our logs are prefixed by the stream, so we can see FPM and daemon. An eagle-eyed viewer would go, okay, your daemon's actually running a curl command. Interesting. In fact, the curl command is on a watch, or a sleep, so it'll run every couple of seconds. And if you look a little closer in our FPM logs, it's actually curling the environment itself to generate some logs for this demo. Cool. Okay, let's switch back to the slides. So with that in mind, thank you for watching all the way through the video. If you have any questions, please reach out via our website, Twitter, or to me, Nick Schuch, on Drupal Slack. And I'm Nick Schuch, and thank you for watching.